So in the last lecture, we have seen how to calculate the spin magnetic moment and how to write the configuration of ions, right? And उसमें हमने और एक observation भी किया. If you are having number of unpaired electrons as 1, the magnetic moment value will be close to 2. Number of unpaired electrons as 2, magnetic moment value will be close to 3. If the number of unpaired electrons are 5, the magnetic moment value will be close to 6, so on and so forth. Okay, so by looking at the value, you can easily say what are the number of unpaired electrons. 4.89 something diya hai. Then the number of unpaired electrons will be 4 because the value is close to 5. Okay, so I will give you a question. Solve the question. If an ion of manganese has magnetic moment, mm indicates magnetic moment. What are the units of magnetic moment?
Bohr magneton.
Very good. 3.873 Bohr magneton. Then Mn is in which state? Which state matlab you need to tell me its oxidation state, Mn plus 2, Mn plus 3, Mn plus 5. क्या होना चाहिए उसका? This is the question. Please answer. Mn plus 3, Mn plus 3. I don't think that's the right answer. Once cross check, Karthik. Mn plus 2. Okay, I don't think plus 2 is also not the right answer. What is the number of unpaired electrons if the magnetic moment is 3.873? The value is close to 4. So the number of unpaired electrons are 3. Agreed? Shardali, your answer is right. Mn plus 4. What is the oxidation? What is the electron configuration of Mn? It is argon 4s2 3d5. Agreed? 4s2 3d5 matlab you have 2 electrons in S and you have 5 unpaired electrons in D. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you are saying the answer as plus 2, iska matlab aap log you are removing the electrons from 3D. First, you need to remove the electrons from 4s, then only you can remove the electrons from D, right? Whenever you remove electrons, always electrons must be removed from the outermost shell. The outermost shell is the fourth shell. So, पहले यहाँ से remove करने के बाद, you need to remove from here. If I am removing 2 electrons from here, the number of unpaired electrons will be 5. If I remove 3 electrons, इसका 2 और यहाँ पे 1, number of unpaired electrons will be 4. If I remove 4 electrons, यहाँ से 2, number of unpaired electrons will become 3. Agreed? So you need to have 3 unpaired electrons. So oxidation state has to be Mn plus 4 and it will become argon 4s0 3d3. इसमें कुछ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स नहीं है and in this you have 3 unpaired electrons. Any doubt, anyone? Anyone? Okay, clear hai?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's go to the last section of the chapter. Radial probability distribution curves. Anyone tried to read this particular section in NCERT textbook? पढ़ा क्या? Okay, no problem. Radial probability distribution curves. What do you understand by this particular word, radial probability? Radial probability distribution curve. What do you understand by the heading? Anyone? क्या लग रहा है आपको? जो भी लग रहा होगा आपको बता देना. Anyone?
कौन से रेडियस में होगा इसकी प्रोबेबिलिटी?
Sorry, once again.
कौन से रेडियस में होगा इसकी प्रोबेबिलिटी एरिया?
Okay. कौन से रेडियस पे इसका होगा प्रोबेबिलिटी? ओके ओके. एनी अदर आंसर? कौन से रेडियस पे होगा इसका प्रोबेबिलिटी? उसके अलावा यू कैन से different radii पे what is the probability of finding the electron? Radial probability distribution. How is the probability of finding the electron distributed along the radius? Suppose, so in a way we are concerned about only 2 dimensions. It is a 3-dimensional, but as we go away from the nucleus, in a line along the radius, how is the probability of finding the electron varying at different points? Suppose ये 1s subshell मान लेते हैं. Okay, 1s subshell is spherical. So as I go away from the nucleus, यहाँ से लेके यहाँ तक, how is the probability of finding the electron varying? क्योंकि the electron is present inside this entire region, right? कहीं पे भी रह सकता है. So we are interested in how is the probability of finding the electron varying along this region? कहाँ पे ज़्यादा है, कहाँ पे कम है? All those things. Agreed? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Probability of finding electron along radius. What is our aim? Aim is to find probability of finding the electron along the radius. We need to find the distribution of it. Okay. What is psi? What is psi? Please answer. Need students, आप लोग भी concentrate करना. It is important for you as well. In order to understand formula application questions, you need to understand the entire thing. Okay. What is psi? Psi is nothing but representation of electron as a wave.
वेव फंक्शन.
Wave function or representation of electron as a wave On solving psi, what do you get? On solving that particular wave function, what do you get?
Quantum numbers.
You get quantum numbers. What are the different quantum numbers you get?
Principal quantum number.
Principal quantum number, azimuthal quantum number, magnetic quantum number.
Bus. You will get 3 quantum numbers. Spin quantum number is not derived from the psi. Okay. What does psi square mean?
Probability density.
Very good. Psi square is nothing but probability density. What is probability density? It is probability
In a given volume.
per volume. Very good. It is just like mass density, which is mass upon volume. So if I want to find probability, we are trying to find probability of finding the electron along the radius. Na? So if I want to find probability, what should I do? Probability is equals to the probability density function, which is psi square into volume. Is that clear? Okay. अभी ये जो psi है, psi is a function of x, y, z, or you can also express that in terms of r theta phi.
Yes, sir.
Okay, x, y, z are called as spherical coordinates. Sorry, these are Cartesian coordinates. R theta phi are called as spherical coordinates or polar coordinates. Okay, so we are interested only in the radial probability. Along the radius, how is the probability varying? We are not trying to find the probability in a 3-dimensional region. We are trying to find the probability along a line. Agreed? Okay. So what we can do is we can split this particular function as psi of r into psi of theta phi. ये जो particular function है, it is made up of 2 parts. One which tells us about how the variation of it along the radius, and the other in the 3-dimensional region, theta and phi, with respect to theta phi coordinates. We are interested only in radial probability, hence I will be studying only psi of r. Okay, agreed? If I know about psi of r, I can get the radial probability. So what I will be doing is, if I want to find probability will be equal to, जो psi ले रहा हूं मैं, we will be taking only the radial function. Uska square is nothing but probability density along the radius into volume. Can I do that?
Yes, sir.
Understood? Okay, or the function है, it is of 2 parts. One which gives us information along the radius. So as we are finding the radial probability, I am taking that particular part and I am multiplying with the volume. I hope this is clear. आपको इंटीग्रेशन के बारे में आइडिया है?
Yes, sir. Yes,
दीपक
sir.
कराया होगा ना इंटीग्रेशन के बारे में? ओके, इसके बारे में तो हाउ टू फाइंड रेडियल प्रोबेबिलिटी बाद में आते हैं. Let us try to understand some basics of integration. Suppose if you have a sphere, what is the volume of sphere?
4/3 pi r cube. 3 by pi r square.
4/3 pi r cube. Okay, how to derive that? Do you know the derivation of 4/3 pi r cube with the help of integration? We will try to understand integration with the help of this volume of the sphere. We will be deriving the volume of sphere with the help of integration. Everyone try to understand this. Okay. You are having a sphere. A sphere is a three-dimensional entity. If I want to find the volume of sphere, I'm trying to do something like this. What I'm doing is, I am taking a spherical shell. This is a thin, spherical shell whose thickness is dr. Okay, the thickness of it is dr, and the distance of that is smaller. Okay, from the center. I am taking a thin shell. The thickness of it is dr, and the distance of that particular shell from the center is r. Can you tell me the surface area of this particular shell? Everyone concentrate. Surface area of thin shell. If the radius is smaller, what is the surface area?
4 pi r.
4 pi r.
4 pi r square. Very good. If the thickness is dr, can you tell me what is the volume of the shell?
Yes, sir.
Volume of thin shell, and ये जो dr है, it tends to 0, but it is not 0. Okay, the thickness is very, very small. I'm trying to refer dr tends to 0 का मतलब the thickness is very, very small. Okay, in that case, what will be the volume of the thin shell? What will be the volume of the thin shell? Can I write that as 4 pi r square, which is the surface area, times dr?
Yes, sir.
Can I do that?
Yes.
Everyone. This
Yes,
is
sir.
the thickness. This is the surface area of the sphere of this thin shell. And if this is the thickness, surface area as dr is tending to 0, इसका भी जो है, this is also we can consider that as 4 pi r square ना. ये भी 4 pi r square है, 4 pi r square, 4 pi r square. So we are adding how many times? Dr times. So the total volume has become 4 pi r square into dr. If anyone has any doubt, please ask me. The thickness is infinitesimally small, so I am considering, I am adding 4 pi r square units. ये जो 4 pi r square है, ऐसा units add कर रहा हूँ कितने बार? dr times. So the volume becomes 4 pi r square into dr. ऐसा कुछ करते हो ना? Suppose आपके पास length L है, suppose breadth है, so you are adding these breadths. Everything will is having the same dimension b. If you are adding it L times, how do you calculate the area? You do
BL.
it L into b, na?
Yes, sir.
It is nothing but adding b plus b plus b plus b plus so on L times, or else you can simply do L into b to get the area. Okay.
Yes.
Here we are trying to find the volume of that particular thin shell. ऐसे सोचो, you are having an onion. Okay. Shell मतलब a peel of it. A peel of it is considered shell. I'm trying to calculate the volume of that particular peel. ये जो particular peel है, it is at a distance of r. It is at a distance of r from the center, whose thickness is dr, and the thickness is very, very small. We call that as infinitesimally small. Okay, dr is tending to 0. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So what I'm doing is I'm simply multiplying this 4 pi r square with dr to get the thickness of the shell. I hope this is clear to everyone.
Yes.
Okay. Well, sir, can I say you will be having different thin shells? If I add all those thin shells, I will be forming the sphere. यहाँ पे एक thin shell है, उसके immediately next पे और एक thin shell है, और एक thin shell है, और एक thin shell है. By adding all those thin shells, I will be forming the sphere. By adding all the onion peels, you will be forming the entire onion. Agreed? Okay. What is the volume of each thin shell? It is 4 pi r square times dr. Okay, where the value of r is varying. The value of r can vary from 0 से लेके capital R तक. If the sphere's radius is capital R, the value of r will vary from 0 to capital R.
Yes, sir.
Okay. If I want to find the volume of entire sphere, volume of sphere, what is meant by integration? Integration is nothing but adding. You are adding each and every element. You are integrating each and every element. यहाँ पे जो shell रहेगा उसका volume it will be 4 pi r square dr, where r will be close to 0. यहाँ पे as you go away from this particular center, the value of r keeps on increasing. You need to add all such thin shells in order to form entire sphere. So the volume of sphere becomes 4 pi r square dr. You are adding from 0 to capital R. Okay, we are integrating it from 0 to capital R. Any doubt? Okay, 4 pi is a constant, so I can write this as 4 pi integral 0 to capital R small r square dr. What is integral x bar n dx?
X bar n plus
n
1
plus 1
X
of
bar n plus 1 by plus
n
1.
plus 1.
ये पढ़ा होगा आप लोग. Okay,
हाँ,
so यहाँ पे बता देना. What is integral r square dr?
R cube by
R cube by 3.
R cube by 3. Here you need to substitute the limits 0 to capital R. How do you substitute the limits? ये पता होगा आपको. अगर नहीं पता है तो this is called as definite integration, where you are having the limits 0 से लेके capital R तक. Okay, first you need to substitute the upper limit, then you need to substitute the lower limit. This is nothing but 4 pi, upper limit is r cube by 3 minus lower limit is 0, right? 0 cube by 3. क्या आया फॉर्मूला? क्या आया आपको? 4 by 3 pi r cube.
हाँ sir.
Any doubt anyone?
No sir.
पक्का?
Yes sir.
Okay, I hope this particular part is clear. How we calculated the volume of the sphere. In order to find the volume of the sphere, first we are taking an element. By extending that particular element in all directions, you will be forming the entire sphere. The element which we have chosen, is thin shell. If I am extending that particular thin shell from 0 to capital R, I will be forming the entire sphere. So what I'm doing is, first I'm finding the volume of the thin shell. Once you get the volume of the thin shell, by adding all such volumes from 0 to capital R, you will be forming the entire sphere. Hence, you will be getting the volume of the sphere. The volume of the thin shell is 4 pi r square times dr, where dr is the thickness. This is valid, 4 pi r square into dr. This is valid because dr is very, very small. Okay. Hence, I'm considering यहाँ पे जो r है, actual में ideal case में, what should be this radius? इसका radius r है तो ये वाला radius क्या होगा? r plus dr होगा. r plus dr होगा ना? But dr
Yes,
is
sir.
almost 0. So इसका radius भी मैं क्या मान सकता हूँ? r ही मान सकता हूँ.
R.
Okay. So you are
हाँ.
adding 4 pi r square, so on कितने times dr times. So the volume becomes 4 pi r square times dr. Agreed? Everyone?
Yes.
If you have any doubt, ask me right now. Okay, this is about volume of the sphere. Suppose if I want to find same here, now they have given the radius of sphere as capital R, the density of the sphere as rho. Okay, density of sphere as rho, which is a constant. They're asking what is the mass of the sphere. Understand how I'm solving or how I'm approaching these questions. They're asking what is the mass of the sphere. Okay, again, what we will be doing is, this is a sphere. What is the radius of it?
Capital R.
Okay, the radius is capital R. I am again taking a thin shell, okay, which is at a distance of small r, and the thickness of it is dr, which is almost tending to 0. It is not 0. This tends to 0, but not 0. Okay. In this case, what is the volume of thin shell again? Please interact. What is the volume of thin shell?
4 pi r square into d.
4 pi r square into sphere.
4 pi r square into dr.
DR.
Yes,
What is density is equals to mass upon volume.
volume.
So what will be the mass of thin shell?
Density into volume.
Density into
Into volume.
It is density times volume,
Yes.
which is equals to 4 pi
4 pi.
r square into rho
Rho.
times dr, 4 pi r square dr into rho. Okay. What is this? This is the mass of thin shell. In order to get entire mass of shell, what you need to do?
Entire volume.
You need to integrate, na? You know the mass of thin shell. So if you add masses of all such thin shells, you will be getting the entire mass. Agreed? So kya karna padega again? You need to integrate that from 4. The mass of thin shell is 4 pi r square into rho dr. So you need to again integrate that from 0 to capital R. 4 pi और rho जो है, they are constants. What is integral r square dr?
R cube upon
by 3.
R cube by 3, and the limits are 0 to capital R. So it is 4 by 3 pi r cube times rho. आप लोग ये जो पर्टिकुलर 4 by 3 pi r cube rho है, ये पहले भी बोल सकते थे. That is density is equals to mass upon volume, or mass is equals to density times volume. Density is rho and the volume is 4 by 3 pi r cube. मैं इंटीग्रेशन से डिराइव किया ये. Okay. What is the purpose of this? Suppose the radius is, everyone understand this. The radius is, in this case, it is given as capital R. The density is given as a function of R. It is rho by R. ऐसा कुछ दिया है. The density is not a constant now. That particular sphere is not having uniform density. It is varying as rho upon R. मतलब as the radius increases, what is going to happen to the density? It decreases. Okay, so center में it is very, very dense. As you go away from the center, the density is getting decreased. So what should happen to the masses? The mass will also keeps on decreasing.
Yes, sir.
Agreed. Now we need to calculate the mass of the sphere. इस केस में डायरेक्ट है. इस केस में आप लोग डायरेक्टली 4 by 3 pi r cube into rho बोल सकते हैं. But in this case, you need to take the help of integration. Okay. What is the, I'm not marking the diagram. What is the volume of thin shell? What is the volume of thin shell?
4 pi
Again,
r
I will be
square.
taking
R square
the
dr.
yeah, it is 4 pi r square dr. What will be the mass of it?
uh,
Mass of thin shell क्या हो जाएगा?
4 pi 3
उसका
pi r.
volume into density
हाँ sir.
4 pi r square dr. What is the density? It is rho
Rho.
upon r. Okay, r और एक r cancel होगा. It is 4 pi rho r dr. This is the mass of that particular thin shell. If you want to find entire mass, what you need to do? You need to find masses of all such thin shells and you need to add entire thing. So for that, what you will do? Integrate.
Yes sir.
Mass of sphere equals to 4 pi rho r dr, and the r varies from 0 to capital R. What is integral r dr? What is integral r dr? R square upon 2, 0 to
0
capital.
to r.
So the answer becomes 4 pi rho
R square.
r
pi.
square upon 2, or it is 2 pi rho r
R.
square. Okay, ये सब क्यों पढ़ा हमने? ये सब क्यों पढ़ा? Let us try to understand that. इंटीग्रेशन का मतलब समझ में आया?
Yes sir.
Okay.
हाँ
यहाँ पे density is a function of r. Now radius of shell. Now let us go to the context of atom. Radius of shell is equals to capital R. Okay. Probability density. Probability density. It is psi of R square. मतलब ये जो probability density जो है, it is a function of R. It is not a constant. Okay. What is probability? What is probability? It is probability density times
Volume.
volume.
Yes sir.
ये जो shell जो है, shell is also a sphere.
Yes sir.
Okay. So if I want to find the probability of finding the electron, if I want to find the probability of finding the electron in this particular small volume, again the thickness is dr, radius of this is small r, so the volume of this particular shell will be 4 pi r square times dr.
Yes sir.
I know the volume of this particular thin shell. If I want to find the probability of finding an electron in this particular small volume, what you should do? You need to multiply the volume of this with the probability density function. जैसे यहाँ पे किया हमने, to find the mass of that particular thin shell. Okay, to find mass of that particular thin shell, what did we do? You have multiplied the volume of that particular thin shell with the density function there.
Yes sir.
समझ में आ रहा है?
Yes sir.
dr is very small value. It is a fixed value. Okay, dr is very small value. dr is always fixed. It is some element whose value is negligible. Now in this case, what we are trying to do, we are trying to find, everyone concentrate, the probability inside this particular thin shell. In order to know probability density is nothing but probability upon volume. यहाँ पे लिख लेते हैं. This is nothing but probability upon volume. So if I want to find probability in a specific volume, what I need to do, I need to multiply the probability density function with the volume. What is the volume of this? It is 4 pi r square dr. So if I multiply this with psi of r square, I will be getting the probability in that particular region. Agreed? And what
Yes.
probability do we get? We will get the radial probability because we are multiplying that with only the radial function. Clear hai? Agreed? So यहाँ पे लिखते हैं probability और radial probability करके लिख लेते हैं. Radial probability in thin shell will be equal to 4 pi r square dr times psi of r square. Any doubt?
No.
Probability in shell. वो तीन शेल है अभी शेल will be equal to integral 4 pi r square dr times psi of r square 0 to capital R.
Yes.
Okay. यहाँ पे हमें स्टार्टिंग में पढ़ा है ना, we have defined the maximum probability of finding the electron as 95%, around 95 to 98% रहा तो we will be calling that as one orbital. So आपको करना क्या चाहिए? Total probability in shell कितना आना चाहिए? You need to have that as 0.95 or 0.98 and you will be integrating this. Okay, ये function हमें पता नहीं है, so don't worry about that at all. We are not trying to calculate. यहाँ पे end result तक गया क्योंकि हमें function पता है. Here we won't be going to the end result because we don't know this function, so don't worry. Okay, I will tell you how to remember. Okay, don't worry. So हमको करना क्या चाहिए? In order to get the radial probability, I need to multiply the volume of each thin shell by the probability density inside that particular thin shell. You'll be getting the probability. Probability density is nothing but psi of r square. By doing this, we will be getting only the radial probability. Agreed? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. ठीक है. यहाँ पे again, let us try to understand some more details. Okay. If you want to find radial probability of 1s, you need to substitute the function of psi of 1s. If you want to find the radial probability of 2s, you need to substitute the function psi of 2s. Different orbitals or different subshells will be having different values of psi or different functions of psi. Okay. No two orbitals will be having the same function psi. Okay, agreed. Because electrons wave motion in 1s will be different when compared to the electrons wave motion in 2s, in 2p. px, py, pz में एक जैसा ही रहेगा. Okay. बट एंटायर पी में और एस में कंपेयर किया तो एस का अलग फंक्शन रहेगा, पी का अलग फंक्शन रहेगा. पी एक्स पी वाई पी जेड का फंक्शन सेम होगा. ओनली डिफरेंस इज देयर ओरिएंटेशन. एग्रीड?
Yes.
समझ में आया? ओके ओके ओके. सो you can substitute corresponding functions psi of 1s or psi of 2s, psi of 2p, so on so forth to get the probability distribution curve of that particular orbital. But we don't have the functions, hence we won't be calculating or won't be integrating this. What we need to do is we will be analyzing that graphically. Concentrate, यहाँ से important है. We will be analyzing that graphically. Give me 2 minutes.
Okay.
यहाँ तक हमने जो भी पढ़ा है थोड़ा बहुत क्लियर है?
हाँ सर.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if you look at your NCERT textbook, you are given graphs, and very important for NEET, JEE mains, you need to remember this. Okay, psi of 1s and psi of 2s दोनों का ग्राफ दिया हुआ है. 1s का ग्राफ, it looks something like this. This is graph of 1s. Okay, this is psi of 1s. 2s का ग्राफ, it looks something like this. This is graph of 2s. These two graphs are given in your NCERT textbook. You will need to remember this. This is psi of 1s and psi of 2s. Psi के साथ हमें कुछ information मिलता है क्या? Do we get any information with the help of psi? And these are the only radial parts. This graph is only for the psi of 1s of r, psi of 2s of r. Only the radial parts, not theta phi. Okay. Okay. With the help of psi, do we get any information? No, right? It is simply representation of electron as a wave. Psi square se you will get probability density. Okay. So what we need to do is do psi square. Psi of 1s square, psi of 2s square. Okay. Whenever you do square का मतलब क्या है? यहाँ पे ग्राफ पे जो भी वैल्यूज है, you need to square all those values. Square करके उसको प्लॉट करना है. By squaring all these values, the nature of the graph won't be changing. You will still have the graph as something like this, but their values on the y-axis will be changing. Okay, बाकी कुछ change नहीं रहेगा. The nature of the graph will remain same. यहाँ पे जैसा है, the nature of the graph will be exactly same. The only difference is whenever I'm doing squares, इनका values जो है वो बढ़ जाएंगे ना, वो square हो जाएंगे. Okay, that is the only difference. Everyone, we are not plotting this to scale, so don't worry. We don't have any values here. We are just trying to plot the graph. Is that clear? Confused? No, right? Okay. So if you square this, again you will get the same nature graph for 1s. For 2s, what will happen? Whenever you are squaring, what will happen for 2s?
The negative values become positive.
Negative values will become positive. Is that clear, everyone? So यहाँ पे I will बात करते हैं. The negative values will become positive.
Yes.
So यहाँ पे नेचर जो है यहाँ तक सेम ही रहेगा. ओके, यहाँ पे क्या होगा? It will become positive. Ag- अरे एग्रीड, ऐसा कुछ होना चाहिए।
हाँ सर।
Yes.
जो भी नेगेटिव वैल्यूज थे वो सब पॉजिटिव हो गया। दिस इज नॉट ड्रॉन टू स्केल, इनफैक्ट ये थोड़ा बड़ा भी हो सकता है। नॉट ड्रॉन टू स्केल, डोंट वरी अबाउट दैट। ओके, what we need to do is, this is psi square graph. You need to multiply this psi square with 4 pi r square dr. Okay, if you multiply this with 4 pi r square dr, then you will get the radial probability.
Yes.
So we need to club two graphs. One graph is psi of r square and the other graph is 4 pi r square dr. Dr is a constant because it is an element whose value tends to 0. Dr is a constant. Okay, so if I multiply that with 4 pi r square, 4 pi r square is variable but dr is constant, everyone. The graph of 4 pi r square looks something like this. This is the graph of 4 pi r square. यहाँ पे भी ऐसा ही कुछ रहेगा। This is the graph of 4 pi r square. Okay, I need to club these two graphs in order to get the probability density graph. 4
Yes,
pi
sir.
r square times psi square is nothing but the probability density. Dr is a constant, so इस particular graph को एक constant से multiply करना है बाद में. If you are multiplying that with a constant, the nature of the graph will be the same. Will that vary? Everyone
It will only
understood? यहाँ पे मैं
Yes.
dr का part put ही नहीं किया because it is not required, because it is a constant. I hope this is clear. Everyone try to understand this. Everyone please put your video on. Okay. Okay. Abhi हम last. Now what we are drawing is, we are drawing the graph for probability. Probability with respect to radius. On the x-axis you have radius, okay? This is with respect to r, with respect to r. This is also with respect to r. Okay. Understand this? ये जो psi का functions है, these are functions of e power x, or this is of the nature e power r. यहाँ पे x is nothing but r ना? Okay, e power r or e power minus x, which is a decreasing function. This is a decreasing function. Agreed? Initially its value is very, very high. As you go from left to right, what is happening to its value? It is continuously decreasing, or else this decreases exponentially. E is called as exponent. Logarithms bhi hua hoga aapka. Okay, this graph is decreasing, or this is decreasing exponentially. ये जो particular graph है, this is an increasing function.
Yes, sir.
And it is given by 4 pi r square. Okay, yes, square with respect to square it is increasing, and this is decreasing with respect to this r. Exponential decrease or exponential decay भी करके बोलते हैं हम, बाद में we will understand that decay, all these terms. अभी के लिए इतना ही सोचना, this is a decreasing function, this is an increasing function. We are trying to multiply these two functions, 4 pi r square into psi of r square. One is an decreasing function and the other is an increasing function. So if you multiply these two values, the overall value can be decreased or can be increased. Agreed? Everyone try to understand this. ये बढ़ता जा रहा है, घटता जा रहा है. If this is decreasing at a faster rate when compared to its increase, what can I say? The overall function, if I multiply these two values, what will happen? It will decrease because this is dominating. if this is increasing at a faster rate, मतलब ये बहुत तेजी से बढ़ रहा है when compared to its decrease. So overall, if I multiply, what will happen? The function will increase.
In
Agreed?
yes.
Logical. We are trying to only understand it by logic. If you have the values, you can clearly compare, but we don't have any values. We have only functions, graphs. So we are trying to understand that. Okay. This is a decreasing function. This is an increasing function. If you are multiplying these two, the function which is more dominating, overall value increase होगा या decrease होगा उसके ऊपर depend होगा. Everyone clear है? Okay. Okay, very good. अभी यहाँ पे आपको ये भी मान के जाना है. Initially, this particular graph, ये जो particular function है, this is more dominating. देखो यहाँ पे this is steeply increasing, but this is decreasing not so steeply. Okay, later on this becomes more dominating. In the initial part, this is more dominating. In the later part, this becomes more dominating. So क्या होगा? If I multiply these two, initially the function will be increasing. Later on, as this becomes more dominating, it will become decreasing. Agreed? So if I multiply these two, the graph looks something like this. Important last graph है, because we are interested in this final graph. We are interested in the radial probability. पहले increase होगा, बाद में as this becomes more dominating, it is getting decreased. Okay, this is the radial probability. How to understand this? This is nucleus. Nucleus पे what is the probability of finding the electron? Zero ही होना चाहिए. होना चाहिए ना zero. So zero है.
Yes.
As you go away from the nucleus, what is happening to the probability? It is increasing.
Increasing.
उसके बाद क्या हुआ? फिर से decrease हुआ. उसके बाद क्या हो रहा है? Zero हो रहा है. Zero क्यों हो रहा है? Because वहां पे shell खत्म हो गया. Okay, shell खत्म हो गया तो उसके बाहर तो electron नहीं रहेगा. This is the shell. As you go away from the nucleus, the probability is increasing along the radius. Then it is getting decreased. At the end point of the shell, it is zero. Okay.
Okay.
Understood, everyone?
Yes.
Okay. There is one particular point along the radius where the probability is maximum.
Yes, sir.
This particular point along the radius, the probability is maximum, right? This particular point is called as ROMP, which is radius of maximum probability. There is a point where the probability of finding the electron is maximum. Hence, it is called as ROMP. Okay. A particular radius. Okay. And very interesting result. This particular radius of maximum probability for 1s. This is for 1s, na?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
For 1s, this particular value, radius of maximum probability, came out to be 0.529 angstroms, which is nothing but the radius of first orbit of hydrogen. ये वाला जो function है ये भी hydrogen के लिए ही दे रहा हूँ. This is nothing but radius of first orbit of hydrogen, ना?
Yes, sir.
Bohr ने क्या कहा? That the electron must always lie at this particular radius. ये नहीं होगा. According to principle of uncertainty, you will be having probability of finding the electron to the left of this as well as right of this. There will be some error. So यहाँ पे भी कुछ probabilities है. So Bohr's model will be applicable if there is no uncertainty. Okay, agreed. So देखो बाद में वो function से calculate करने से भी 0.529 आया. Don't you feel this interesting, fascinating? Agreed.
हाँ.
So this value, Bohr's का theory जो है for single electron species, that is true if and only if there is no uncertainty. Is that clear, everyone?
Yes.
Okay, okay, very good. Okay, यहाँ पे क्या हुआ? The probability is maximum. Hence, I'm saying radius of maximum probability. Everyone, how did we arrive at this particular function? By multiplying these two. What is the logic? Initially, this is more dominating. Later on, this becomes more dominating. So, ये dominating है तो increase होगा, बाद में decrease होगा. ठीक है? If you plot these functions in your laptop or computer, आपको exactly ये आएगा. For that, you need to know these functions also. Okay, you can do that. You can do that. But अभी हमारे पास इतना knowledge नहीं है. बस इतना काफी है. यहाँ पे भी क्या होगा? Understand this. Initially, this is dominating. So it will be increasing. Later on, this will become dominating. So decrease होगा. Okay. बाद में क्या हो रहा है? Both of them are increasing. If both of them are increasing, net function will also be increasing. Again, now this is dominating. So overall, यहाँ पे increase होके फिर से decrease होगा. Agreed? Increasing, dominating ये है. So increase होता जाएगा. यहाँ पे decrease हो रहा है. This becomes more dominating. So decrease होगा. Later on, both of them are increasing. Hence peak बढ़ेगा. Because both of them are increasing. Later on, this becomes dominating. फिर से ऐसा होगा. Agreed? So क्या करने वाला हूँ? The graphs look something like this. Initially, it is increasing. Then it decreases. Okay. उसके बाद फिर से increase होगा. But the increase, the peak will be more. Okay. This is the graph for probability of probability of 2s. Okay. Now in this case, this particular value will become, it should always be केवल एक ही रहेगा, radius of maximum probability. Okay. This is ROMP. And this value came out to be equal to radius of the second orbit, which is 2.12 angstroms. Second orbit 0.529 into 2 square 4 ना 2.12 होता है ना वो. Clear है? Okay. Observe one more thing. What is the probability of finding the electron at this particular point? 0. Okay. So in the 2s subshell, as you go away from the nucleus, there will be a point where the probability of finding the electron is 0. उसके बाद फिर से probability रहेगा. That particular point is called as node. What is node? Node is a point or a region where the probability of finding the electron is 0. As this particular node is appearing along the radius, it is called as radial node. As this particular point is happening along the radius, it is called as radial node. Everyone, is that clear? Okay. अभी यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा visualize करना. Along the radius आपको 0 है. वैसा, if you extend this particular point in all the directions, पहले extend this in a 2-dimensional region, you will be having a circle of points where the probability of finding the electron is 0. Agreed? If you rotate this in all possible directions, 3-dimensional region, you will be getting a sphere. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
Everyone. So on that particular sphere, the probability of finding the electron is 0. In 2s, everyone, try to understand this, try to visualize this. Suppose मान लेते हैं this is 2s. Okay, this is 2s. In 2s, there will be a region along the, if you go away from the nucleus, there will be a spherical region where the probability of finding the electron is 0. यहाँ पे रहेगा probability, यहाँ पे रहेगा probability. Okay. And in fact, ये जो particular circle है, थोड़ा सा और छोटा सा draw करना है. There will be one point where the probability of finding the electron is maximum. But एक point पे 0 है. वैसा ये सारे points पे 0 रहेगा. If you are extend that in the 3-dimensional region, you will be getting a sphere. Agreed. So in that case, it will be called as spherical node. यहाँ पे this point is called as radial node. As it is a sphere, it is called as spherical node. Any doubt, anyone? Any doubt, anyone?
Sir, can you explain again?
देखो यहाँ पे क्या हुआ, along the radius एक point पे the probability of finding the electron is 0. वैसा ही same radial function इस direction में भी होगा, इस direction में भी उस particular radius पे 0 रहेगा. So if I am extending this in a 2-dimensional region, तब आपको एक circle आएगा, उस particular circle पे on all those points the probability of finding electron is 0.
हाँ, yes.
Okay. But वो shell है ना, you can extend that in any direction. By extending that, you will be getting a sphere. On that particular sphere, the probability of finding the electron will be 0. I am referring to that particular region as spherical node. Node मतलब क्या है? यहाँ पे पहले node का definition लिख लेते हैं.
Will it be like a hollow shell type?
Shell करके बोलने की जरूरत नहीं है. It is like a surface. एक point ही है ना वो. It is not a volume. It is a point. एक particular sphere draw करो, उस sphere के ऊपर all the points are nothing but nodes. Agreed, Amit Raj?
Yes, sir.
Node मतलब क्या है? Point or region where the probability of finding the electron is 0. Everyone, please put their video on. मैं ये स्टेटमेंट लिख के ऊपर देखा, सब लोग का वीडियो ऑफ. ठीक है. What is meant by node? It is a point or region where the probability of finding the electron is 0. As this particular point is appearing along the radius, it is called as radial node. If you extend this in the 3-dimensional region, you will be getting a sphere, hence it is called as spherical node. Okay. The number of radial nodes or spherical nodes. The number of radial nodes or spherical nodes, दोनों same ही है. You can use the same term. Radial मतलब एक point हो गया, उसी को 3-dimensional region में extend किया तो you will get spherical nodes. Agreed? Is given by formula n minus l minus 1. So 1s के लिए क्या हो जाएगा spherical nodes? n कितना है 1, l कितना है 0, minus 1 कितना हो गया 0. Do you find any radial node for this?
No.
2s के लिए क्या हो जाएगा 2 minus 0 minus 1, which is equals to 1. So you have one radial node. Can you see that? Okay.
Yes, sir.
एक बार. What will be the number of radial nodes for 4p? It will be 4 minus
-2.
1 1 ना
Mm.
p का वैल्यू,
हाँ yes sir, 1
l का वैल्यू 1,
1
which
minus
is equals to 2.
2.
So with the help of radial nodes, you can plot the graph. How is the graph of probability distribution curve for 4p look like? 2 radial nodes आना चाहिए ना आपको.
yes sir.
So पहले ये ऐसा होगा, एक
हाँ
पॉइंट,
फिर से
फिर से देखो here we don't know the function of psi of 4p, yet we were able to draw the radial probability distribution curve for 4p based on this number of radial nodes. ऐसे ही होना चाहिए, इसी का वेरिएशन होगा, पहले डिक्रीज होगा, इंक्रीज होगा और फिर से. Agreed? This is probability with respect to r. I hope this is clear to everyone. हमारे सिलेबस में एनसीईआरटी टेक्स्ट बुक में आप लोग देखा तो केवल 1s और 2s के लिए ही ग्राफ्स है, बट बाकी के लिए दे में आस्क द प्रोबेबिलिटी डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन कर्व. You need to make use of the logic. The number of radial nodes are n minus l minus 1. जितना नोड्स रहेगा उतने पॉइंट्स पे टच होगा, वो पीक्स को इंक्रीज करते जाओ. Is this clear? Everyone?
yes sir.
Yeah, Niral, ask me.
Sir, but number of radial nodes for 3s and 4p will be same.
Will be
अगर
same.
question में
The graph looks same. The graph will look exactly same, but उनका x-axis और y-axis में जो values है वो different होगा.
सर नहीं
अगर
समझा.
अगर 3s के लिए कितना हो जाएगा? It is 3 minus 0 minus 1, which is equals to 2. So इसका ग्राफ भी इसके जैसा ही दिखेगा, बट इनका वैल्यूज जो है y एक्सिस में वैल्यूज जो है वो डिफरेंट होगा, x एक्सिस में जो वैल्यूज है वो डिफरेंट होगा. We are interested only in the nature of the graph. We are not at all interested in these values. Agreed? आया समझ में?
Yes sir.
Everyone, 3s का ग्राफ 4p का ग्राफ यही रहेगा. So if it is given in more than one option questions, you need to mark both 3s and 4p. A graph दिया and they're asking which of the following orbitals will be having this particular graph. 3s भी होगा, 4p भी होगा. Clear है? Everyone, I hope this is clear. Please try to understand this again after the lecture. यहाँ पे मैं आपको बीच में जो भी ये सारे चीज जो भी करवाया, just to make you understand what is the purpose of integration, okay, and how we are trying to calculate the probability in a shell. Probability density function है, उसको multiply किया. We don't have the functions to integrate, hence we are analyzing it graphically. आपको क्वेश्चन में एग्जाम में they may ask you the graph of psi, they may ask you graph of psi square, they may ask you the graph of probability. So क्वेश्चन में ये देखना क्या पूछ रहे हैं, psi का ग्राफ पूछ रहे हैं या psi square का ग्राफ पूछ रहे हैं, probability का ग्राफ पूछ रहे हैं. Okay, psi square का ग्राफ ये है. Okay, this is the graph of psi square. Is this clear everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm ending the lecture here. We will take one more lecture, and in the next lecture, after finishing the chapter, we will solve some questions. Okay. Okay.
Related to this concept.
Related to this concept and previous concepts as well. Next 2 lectures, we will be having only solving. Almost end of atomic structure chapter. ये week में हो गया. Next week से we will be starting periodic properties.
अच्छा okay